Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology for October 18th, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 15, and if you add the 1 and the 5 together, you get the number 6. The number 6 is about the pursuit of spiritual truths and the seeking of the inner perfection and expression of spiritual enlightenment. I find that if in a number 6 day I am feeling afraid or threatened, the best course of action is to sit still and be one with all that is. I have tried other ways when I am triggered, but they all end up backfiring and making me rush or get defensive. Sometimes you just need to take some personal time and stop until that sense of calm returns and the mind becomes sane rather than reactive. The journey for tolerance starts within us. We must learn to embrace all the aspects that we have judged, suppressed, or rejected. This is a number that often shows us where our minds have been locked in self-imposed cages of control and rigid conservative mindsets. We see where we have sold out ourselves to be accepted. Often we care too much about the opinions of others, and that can cause much suffering. In a number 6 day, some of the concern and strain that can fall away can be like leaves of the trees at the present. Too often, spiritual practices have tried to embrace the concept of transcending the complex emotions within humanity. They can give permission to not feel emotions, but too often, then, we replace those honest expressions of emotions for the tremendous task of upholding belief systems and the moral values of others instead. Humanity does not need to be rescued, it needs to be embraced, with all of its messy feelings and complicated thoughts. When we understand our own nature, then we can help others in ways that have lasting consequence. The astrology today. Finally, the moon moves out of the emotional and deeply complex sign of Pisces as we are waking up this morning. Then it goes into the vigorous and fiery sign of Aries. As it does, it will have its ruling planet Mars trine Jupiter. That is going to help our energy pick back up and give us the desire to take a few more things on. We want to feel different and freer. We want to make some new plans and push past those things that seem to stop us from taking risks. Action is better than inaction. Embracing life is better than falling into fear. But both action and life take courage and a burning willpower to move us past previous patterns of restriction and constraint and into a goal-setting mindset. Jupiter and Mercury go still in the sky and prepare to go direct. Whew, finally. Wait on any big expenditures or decisions. Too much is fluctuating. Know that things will clear out shortly, and all that hurry up and wait will go away. As Jupiter shifts, confidence increases and movement seems more directed and well thought through. The one glitch is that problems may reveal themselves to be bigger and more problematic than previously seen. Mercury goes direct, and that will help the communication snafus and bring things that seem stuck to be more resolute and clearer. With so much changing, we might feel as if our thinking is all over the board. Know that there are still challenges and difficulties ahead. Directions seem complicated, and while we are trying to understand, there are many things that just don't yet have answers. My quote for today. In many past moments, I have had time stand still. In the past, there have been moments where I had my fill. In the future, I expect to open more hearts. In the infinite space of timelessness, I know we will all find our way home. And my blog for today. Today, the weather has shifted and the storms are coming in. You might be able to hear the rain. And the good news is that the drought-ridden lands of the western states are getting a break. And I think back to doing all the work with Don Americo Yabar from Peru and how he had been chosen by his teachers to be a bridge between the Quechua beliefs and the traditions of the West, and to engage with the Western powers that had such an influence because of their wealth and power. The ancient peoples have repeatedly trying to warn us for generations about this time that has finally come. And I know so many who massively changed their personal behaviors and choices because of Hopi prophecy, the Mayan calendar, teachings of ancient seers and seekers such as Nostradamus, Edgar Cayce, the many movies, books, and mythologies, and many other reasons. While I am grateful for all of those who attempted to awaken, change, and make a difference in tangible ways, here we stand at the brink of either a collapse or a breakthrough or a moment that time and history will tell the tale to those that come after us. And there is a sense of uncertainty, as if all of us are peering into a void with no feeling of the familiar to guide us through this uncharted domain. As an optimist by nature, I believe that the universe knows better than we do what is yet to come. And I know for certain that all of us here at this time have been chosen to hold positions of energy for this monumental shift in consciousness. All we have to do is give the gift of our heart and listen to the promptings of our spirit. While that sounds easy, it is often difficult to hear the soft whispers of our authentic self over the thrum of the ego as it jousts for position and power. So, here we are again in a great time of change. All generations experience such moments of intensity. Each generation is burdened by terrible moments and moments that shape the course of mankind. And this is ours. I know what I am going to do with this brief and beautiful life. I know what I am here to support and attempt to bring forth. I know what calls to my soul. I hear the whispers and try to listen. I wish everyone an amazing journey through this unique moment. I hope to meet on the other side of this void and intend to have much to share with all of you. And I am excited to learn from your journeys as well. Thanks, everyone.